Of course, we are brought to you by the Rhythm app. You can claim your 14-day free trial right now with Rhythm, and by downloading the app over at the Apple, Android, as well as Google Play Store. Of course, predictive modeling. As you know, we give free picks to you here on our show every day here on predictive modeling. We're always going to be looking. For money lines first on this show, and then on my overnight picks, if I gave out a total, then we'll be maybe looking at sides. So we're not going to duplicate any picks on this show. We always focus first on money line dogs, and we got some today. Strictly today is going to be NBA. Got 4 money line dogs and a side for you here on today's show. And make sure you like, subscribe, and set those notifications so when we're live, you're live with us to get these plays in real time. I also want to announce that we soon will be introducing a executive service, a next level service at Tony'sPicks.com. As you know, I handicap the entire board, and I do so by modeling. I've been doing this since 2006 when I broke into the YouTube ranks, but I've been doing this since the 90s. I want to just kind of pull the curtain back a little bit and just kind of show you my handicapping methods and really show you the ways that you can win money when you handicap on your own. I know there's folks out there that don't have the time. That's why when we introduce our high-end service, we're going to call it executive services for those folks that have high net worth but just don't have the time to handicap on their own. But if you do, then you'll learn a lot from this segment and a lot from how we do things. We have different types of shows on our channel, right? Mindy and I, we kind of focus a lot on data. I'm modeling. I like advanced analytics in my models. We have, of course, that morning show is a lot of opinion with Ramon mixed in with off the hip, line reading. Look at Pinnacle, look at the square book. Hey, the line is better here. Okay, you follow the sharp book, right? That'll lead to the winner sometimes. But we're a little bit different here. And I'm not saying he always does it. I'm just telling you that we have something for everybody, right? If you like stats, you might look at shows like mine and Minnie's. If you just kind of like the talk show format, we got the morning show with Ramon. So whatever you guys like, we got it for you. We got it all covered here at Tony'sPicks.com. But here, predictive modeling, we kind of look really at the hardcore data, advanced analytics, and we put it into a model, and I hope to make it explain to you as easily as possible here on our show. So I just want to point that out to you as well. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get to the picks. That's what you guys want, right? All right, let's go. Milwaukee and Charlotte. We see Charlotte here getting 9. Of course, the total coming in at 214 here on predictive modeling. It's going to be in this one here. Let's see here. Let me tell you what the pick is going to be here. Give me 1 second here. I do believe on this one was going to be a money line, and I might have missed the boat on that one. Let me check here. Yep, on this one, yes, we are coming here over. That's right. This is the only one where we have 4 money lines and 1 total in the game. So we gave you the dog in the video. Then we're coming here with a total, and the next 4 will be money lines. So over the total here, Hornets and Bucks. We know the Charlotte plays at that fast pace, and we know they don't play very good defense, right? They're not a really good defensive team. The Bucks, though, 26 in row defensive efficiency, allowing 121 points per 100 possessions and minus 3 points set net ratings. We see the past 5 games, Hornets are shooting 47%. And of course, this is a team, the Charlotte, that plays at a fast pace. So we're going to go over 240.5. Win probability, 78%. We have a 49.9% edge based on my numbers. Now remember, when I go into the app and I load my factors, I'm using a lot of advanced metrics that aren't available. If you're trying to do this on your own, there are some modelers out there. It's tough to get those advanced numbers. I use advanced advanced metrics in my model. Very much focus a lot on offensive and defensive efficiencies, 3-point shooting, defense rankings, and so forth. So so you can do that yourself when you create the custom models, and that's what I like about the app. But again, a pretty big edge here. And of course, when you're doing your custom models, I gave you that 5 to 25% rule. As we move forward, it's kind of more attached to when you use the core built-in features. When you're using custom, you don't have to follow that 5 to 25% rule. You have to basically manually, you're tracking it within the software. So your own, I use 100% custom models. It's a big edge here. So Hornets Bucks over 240.5. All right, let's continue on here on predictive modeling. Let's get to pick number 2. We go to Boston and Toronto. And in this one, we're going to come in here with the money line here. Raptors here at plus the 310. We know the Raptors heavy on defense, right? Really good defensive team this year. That's what they focus on. When we look at Toronto at home, they're holding teams as 46% shooting. Celtics on the road, just 45% shooting. They sit 11th in road offensive efficiency. They just have a 500 spread record away from home. They've dropped games on the road this year. But in this game, we're going to go here with the money line with the Raptors here at plus 320. Win probability, 32.7%. So we have a 33.9% edge here with the money line in this one. And based on my factors, my handicapping factors in the software, based on my numbers come out, Celtics 116.2, Raptors 111.5. That gives us value on the Raptors plus 310 on the money line. All right, let's continue on here with predictive modeling. Let's get down to pick number 3. Pick 3, we've got Phoenix and Utah going head to head. We see the Suns a favorite here on the road. Here on predictive modeling today, we like the Jazz money line plus 178. That's a consensus number. You guys do your line shopping. We're putting the sharpest book in the world up there for reference. Jazz money line plus 178 here. And as we said here with the Jazz, we know the Jazz play at a fast pace. That's why we gave the over in the video overnight. But in this one here, we're gonna go here with the Jazz here at home in this spot. Again, against, well, they're coming off here. Let's see here. They're coming off a home victory against Portland. A pretty nice, sizable win here. I know the Suns got their guys back, but this is a tough home court here for Utah, playing in this high elevation. And we're going to come in here with this money line play here on the Utah Jazz. Here, we definitely see an edge in this game. I'll just kind of read off the numbers to you. Win probability, 47.8%, 32.9% edge. Based on my handicapping factors, we're coming in here, Suns 122.8, Jazz 122.2. There we go here on with an edge here on the Jazz money line plus 178. All right, continue on here on predictive modeling. Let's see, Don Rocks wants to know why money line. Well, that's what we do on this show. We're on predictive modeling. We're going to focus on the money line dogs. I gave you the spreads and totals on the overnight show. So if you go back and look at my videos, you get the spreads or the total on those videos. Here, we're going to come in. We're going to focus primarily on money line opportunities on predictive modeling, as well as if I get a spread or total, then I'll give it. It'll be a different pick. It won't be a duplicate kick. So we already covered some of these games. We already gave you spread or total on our videos. So we're going to try and focus more on money line dogs on this show. All right, let's continue on here on predictive modeling. Pick number 4. We go here with Lakers and Portland. We see the Lakers here favored 9, and of course here on predictive modeling, we like the Blazers money line here at plus the 326 in this one. As we know, the Lakers have had really struggles here on the road, right? it's been rough. On the road, they're giving up 121 points and 48% shooting. And when we look here at the Trailblazers here at home, they're shooting the ball pretty well here, but better, I should say, not just the Lakers. Though Lakers have had their struggles here on the road, and we're going to come in here with Portland in this one in the money line. We show an edge here on this Portland Trailblazers team. Win probability, now obviously because you're dealing with a plus 326 underdog, you're not going to have a very high win probability, but the math works out in our favor. Win probability 32.7%. That gives a 32.6% edge based on my handicapping factors. Lakers 117.9, Trailblazers 113.1. That puts us value on the Blazers here at plus 326. So always do your line shopping. I'm giving out a line that is based on a consensus. The line you see there is the sharpest book in the world. All right, let's continue on here on predictive modeling. Next up, we come in with the Houston Rockets, LA Clippers. And on predictive modeling, we're going to take the Rockets money line plus 233. Now, we know the Clippers have had their trouble trying to win without Harden. It's been rough for them. You look over the past 5 games, the Rockets are allowing just 43% shooting. Over that 5-game period, they're tops in defensive efficiency. Clippers, over this past 5-game stretch, 26 in offensive efficiency, 25th on the defensive side. So in the video, we gave the Houston plus 7.5, but here on predictive modeling, there's definitely value here on the Rockets money line. Rockets plus 233. We have a 37.4% edge. 37.4% win probability. Remember, the higher the money line, the lower the win probability, but the math works out here in our favor. Win probability 37.4%, edge 24.6%. Based on my handicapping factors, in my model, I use a lot of advanced metrics. I've come up with Clippers 111.8, Rockets 108.5. Those are my numbers. Now you can do the math and figure out the totals, how you want to do that. But I gave in the video Houston plus 7.5 here on Predictive Modeling based on my model. The Houston Rockets are good value here on the money line, plus 233. And there you go here on this edition of Predictive Modeling. All right, we got you all 5 picks just before this. We got about half an hour before the drive-through. So let's go ahead and let's recap the plays for today's show. All right, we got it started here with Hornets Bucks over 240.5, and then it's all money line from here. Raptors money line plus 310 against the Celtics. Then we come in here with Jazz money line plus 178, and Suns come in with Trailblazers plus 326 money line against the Lakers, and we come in here with Rockets money line plus 233 against the LA Clippers. All right, well, today's show with today's dogs, the money line based on the math gave us tremendous value. It's not always like that. I'm not going to give favorites out here like minus 300 favorites, minus 500 favorites. We're not going to do that. We're going to basically look for the dogs in this show. And of course, as I said before, I know someone was asking why money lines, because I don't give money lines out on my videos. I handicapped the entire board. I either give you a side or a total on predictive modeling. I'm going to give you the money lines because you guys like those money line dogs. Wherever I see value in the number or see value in the math, that we have the edge in our favor, I'm going to give the play out here on predictive modeling. So there you go with your plays here on the show. Remember, guys, Tony'sPicks.com is brought to you by the Rhythm app. Claim your 14-day free trial right now with Rhythm. Of course, Rhythm, you can create custom sports betting models like I do. I've been doing modeling for years. It's just now I'm just now that where Rhythm comes in is they take care of all the grunt work. I don't have to load stats. I don't have to basically do that tedious work or that grunt work, which takes a lot of time and really allows me to just focus more on the model and tweaking my model instead of focusing on the stats, trying to bring in crunch the numbers, see where my edges are. Trust me, man, you're scraping lines, doing all that work. That takes a lot of your time. Rhythm takes care of all the grunt work, so you can just solely focus on your models as well. All right, there we go here on this show. All right, guys, thanks everyone here. Ricky Rich on the show, Don Rocks, and the winning wager. Hedge it with Eclipse ATS. He's laughing right there with that game. All right, that's going to roll with it here, guys. As I said, you can experiment. If you handicap on your own, I really recommend you guys try out modeling, and of course use the custom feature so you could load in your custom advanced metrics into the model and see how well it performs, because it back tests against 3 years worth of data, and you can see based on your advanced metrics, you get 5 factors in there. You'll be able to back test to see how well it's performing. You always want to keep tweaking it out a little bit, and you'll find 20% ROIs on money lines, maybe 57, 59% hits on spreads, totals. You can verify your results of your model when you go into the app, and it will basically backtrack all the results. Like I said, before this app, you'd have to do this all manually. No one had the time for that stuff. And most people that model were just doing the very basics of this, puts you into deeper into deep layers of modeling here because it's automated. That's why I really love this app, because it saves me a lot of time. And again, if you handicap on your own, this is a great tool. If you don't and you buy picks, I get it. That's why we're also going to be introducing an executive service for those folks out there that have the bankroll, have the net worth, but just don't have the time, but need the best numbers and want the plays in advance. So we'll be introducing that very shortly, but I just wanted to get that out to you guys. But of course, thank you guys for joining me on Predictive Modeling. I appreciate all the accolades here. And of course, like I said, we have a different variety of shows out here. I focus a lot on the advanced analytics with data. Mindy, a lot of her data and spreadsheet work as well. Ramon, more of a market feel guy, heavily on opinion, heavily on watching games. Not as much stat driven as everyone. Everyone's different, so you guys have a choice of what you want to watch. So you want the long form with Ramon. He'll go 2 hours, 3 hours on a show. Mindy gets right to the point, concise. Here's the data. Here's why I like it. Here's my age, blah, blah, blah. I'll do the same, and then I'll throw in some advanced metrics in there for you guys as well. So a little bit of everything here on the channel, and I like the fact that you have a variety, you have a choice. So if you would like, subscribe and set those notifications. All right, that's going to do it. I got to get ready for the drive-thru. Guys, we'll be back in about half an hour with the drive-thru. Thanks for joining me, and we'll talk with you guys again in just a bit.